Hi, Erin Nanasi, senior columnist with Mad Mike's America. I want to talk about a conversation no one wants to have. This morning, Monday, parents in a small Ohio town lived every parent's worst nightmare. A student opened fire in the cafeteria of Chardon High School, injuring 5 other students, one fatally. The student was chased out of the school and surrendered to police. As a mother, I am hyper-aware of the society in which we live, and that other teenagers are raised in homes where violence and gunplay is the norm. I don't mean violence like abuse. I mean violence like Call of Duty, Halo, Grand Theft Auto, and R-rated movies for 12-year-olds. In other words, violence as entertainment. My parents never owned guns. I've never owned a gun. I fired an M16 on automatic when I was in the Army Reserves, but seeing that destruction made me unwilling to bring any type of firearm into my home. My husband used to hunt and owned a few rifles and handguns, all of which he sold long ago. We have no firearms in our home, and we never will. If you want our television, go ahead and take it. If you try to hurt our child, trust me when I say we don't need a gun to stop you. We are losing teenagers at an alarming rate to suicide and violence, and yet America still insists on belittling and minimizing mental illness. When I was 16, I tried almost successfully to take my own life. I went blind for 2 days, and I still have physical complications from the overdose. I know what darkness feels like, and I know exactly what to do to make certain my son never feels that overwhelmed and alone. I talk to him every single day. Yes, he rolls his eyes, but you know what? My son knows he is safe, he knows he's loved, and he knows that he can tell us anything, and we will never judge him or stop loving him. Our son understands he is loved unconditionally. We need to have a little chat, America. We need to realize that according to a Gallup poll in 2011, 47% of American adults say they have at least one gun in their home or on their property. This is up from 41% in 2010, and public support for gun ownership is at an all-time high. Almost half of Americans own at least one firearm. Why? Because they can. I have a good friend who enjoys shooting. She and her husband frequent ranges and shoot targets, but she would never let my son touch any of their handguns because she knows A, how we feel about firearms, and B, he's never fired a weapon in his life other than a BB gun. I do not enjoy shooting because I can never quite forget that guns are made to do one thing: kill. You can kill a person with a knife or a hammer or a rope or a brick, but of all the things you can use to murder another human being, the only thing that does not have any other purpose is a gun. Yeah, guns don't kill people. People with guns kill people. We need to have a little chat about the stigma attached to mental illness. Here's a thought. There's a difference between teenage angst and severe depression, and parents, it's our job to find that difference. Our son spends a lot of time in his room playing games we approve and listening to his iPod. He also plays Wii Sports with us, reads, gets excellent grades, and thinks gay marriage is a no-brainer. I'm not worried about my son, but if his personality suddenly changed and he became withdrawn, more moody than usual, his grades fell, and he stopped communicating, I would pounce on him and gently ask over and over, what's going on? If he didn't tell me, I would find a therapist. This isn't rocket science. If your child is in trouble, who gives a rat's ass what grandma thinks or if the neighbors will find out? Save your child. Save your child. So, can we have this chat now? Or do we need to wait for more Columbines, and more Virginia Techs, and more Chardon High Schools? More Anoka school districts? Another Jamie, Erin, or Samantha? Let me know at madmikesamerica.com if we're ready to have this chat.